Whoa, that was dark. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. We're starting off the vlog a little late today. In the last video, we fixed the oil leak on the Subaru, but today we're fixing the coolant leak. I'm also going to do something with the blowoff valve. I was told I could do something to it to make it louder, so we're going to work on that, so stay tuned. So I told you guys in the last video that I put a dye in the coolant, so wherever it leaks, just shine a black light on it and you'll see it shine. So I didn't really need to do that, but let me show you guys where the leak is. You can actually see it. Yesterday I was able to see the leak right there. You can't really see it anymore, but shine the black light. You guys see that strip right there, right under that bolt of coolant? Yeah, it's coming up from somewhere up there. I'm going to pull the intercooler. I need to pull it anyways for what I want to do to the blowoff valve. So we're going to pull the intercooler. We should be able to find the leak. It's not a bad leak, but it is running decently. So I was low on coolant again, and that's the only place that I've seen the black light pick up any dye from. I've looked around the whole rest of the engine bay, nothing else was wet, and like I said, that was the only place that we got dye. So I'm going to check and see what's going on under the intercooler. I know there's a hose down there, it might be ripped. Let me pull off the intercooler and then we'll get to working on modifying the blowoff valve and that coolant leak. Intercooler is off. Check out what was leaking. Yeah, that thing has been giving us problems this whole time. You can see it dripping right now, just sitting here. And like I said, just shine a black light and it shines. You can go pick up this dye at AutoZone, I believe. I think I picked it up at AutoZone. You gotta ask for it. They don't have it on the shelf. They have it in the back. It's like commercial stuff. So they don't have it on the shelves. You gotta ask for it. But it's like $15 for like the bigger quart, or you can get like the small cup that'll do like 4 or 5 radiators. You don't put much. It's like 1 or 2 ounces in the whole coolant system, and it'll do that. It'll actually change the color. It'll make it more green. So even if you don't have a black light, you'll see that it's more green. The small bottle, I think it's like $5-6, and then the bigger bottle, like I said, the big bottle is like 15, which is what I got because I thought that I would need a lot more, but it turns out that I only used 2 ounces and it made it this green. So I'm pretty sure if you use like 1, you would be able to find a leak in your coolant system as well as with this much. But I'm going to see how I can tighten that hose. I might need to swap that clamp out. I'll see what I have to do to that. Here's what we're going to do to the blowoff valve. We are going to pull this hose off of the blowoff valve. Basically, that is going to relieve any pressure that is in the system into the atmosphere instead of back into the intake. I put this hose clamp here. This rip right here is what's causing our leak. So I just put this hose clamp right behind it. It should not leak anymore. I'm definitely gonna have to switch out the hose though. But yeah, pulling this hose off of the blowoff valve should actually make it louder, since it is not sending it back into the intake. It is actually releasing into atmosphere. So basically this is acting as a silencer because the air is passing through there instead of escaping, making a louder sound. So we're gonna pull that hose off and then shove this thing in there. I paid like $8 for this at the local hardware store. This is like in the toilet stuff. I'm not sure what size plug this is. It doesn't say. Let me measure it for you guys real quick. So that is our inch mark right there. We are roughly at 1 inch. And it is roughly 1.5 inches. If you get 1.5 inches, it'll fit really tight in that hose, but it should keep it shut. So that is a vacuum hose. You're definitely gonna wanna plug it up, or else you're gonna have a really bad vacuum leak for one, and you're going to suck up a lot of stuff through that hose into the intake. It's gonna get into the turbo, and it's gonna be a huge mess. So you definitely wanna get 1.5 inch plug. I'm going to throw this in that hose, throw the clamp over it. It should clamp onto this pretty well. This already goes on pretty tightly, so I don't need the clamp, but I'm gonna throw it on for extra security. And we'll go test out the blowoff valve. Hopefully we stop leaking coolant as well. I don't really want to get it back there. It's really hard to throw the intercooler back on. That plastic piece is really hard to get onto that turbo, so yeah, hopefully we won't have to mess with that anymore. Just like that. Now I'm going to tuck this back here so it's not in the way, throw everything back on, and then we'll go take it for a test drive. Okay, everything is back together. Let's go see if this actually worked. It should, but I've never tested it, so let's go see what happens. So this should be something that should just like work right off the bat. Let me get down this road a little bit, and then as soon as we get into boost, I think it should blow off, but we'll see. Okay, let's try that again. A little harder this time maybe? Yo, that is fucking dope. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I hope you guys can hear that. It is definitely louder. Dude, yo, that is insane. I hope you guys can hear that. That is so much louder than stock that you actually hear the blowoff this time. Check this out. You guys ready? You guys ready? Dude, that is so good. That is just so good. I'm never gonna get over that. Oh my god. So this should not damage your turbo. If you guys are wondering if this will do any damage to the engine or the turbo, it really won't. So if you think about it, what that hose does that we blocked off, all it does is return the pressure, the actual boost that's in the intake. In this case, it'd be into the intercooler. So all the pressure that's in the intercooler is just released and it sends it back so it can go through the turbo again. Basically, it's so you won't lose boost as quick, or I think that's what it works. When you're shifting, you're still in boost. I think that'd be the only benefit of it. I mean, now you're just releasing it like into atmosphere. Your car isn't missing anything. Your car isn't missing air. It's not lacking air anywhere or anything. Literally, it's just recirculating it back into, like I said, before the turbo, so the turbo sucks it up again. If I run into any issues, I'll keep you guys updated, but really, I don't think I'm gonna have issues with it, and it sounds dope. Like, that is so good. Turbos are so fun. They make so many good noises. I wonder what happened if I unplug that hose. I'll probably have to do some research, because I don't want to break anything. Like, this is fine. This works. I don't want to break anything though, so if it's gonna make the turbo flutter, I don't really want that. I don't want my turbo to go out already. Yeah, I will not do that. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a really short video. So I'm going to update you guys on the E90 headlights. This is probably gonna be like my 6th attempt trying to fix them. The last sanding block that I got was 120. This one is 60, so twice as aggressive. I'm gonna go sand and see if we can start getting those cracks off. Hopefully sand everything down. I forgot which one I was working on. I think it was this one. Because I'm really trying to get these done. I don't need them, but I wanna like get rid of them. And I could get rid of them a lot easier if they look nice. So honestly, it's just way too much work. I'm definitely gonna finish them anyways. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but like these really small fine cracks right there and right there, they were all over this. And right now it's a lot better. See, for example, I need to sand that out right there, but just literally just go over it a couple times and it'll come out. But I mean, there's some water on there. It's gonna clean up. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go buy some goof off and see if the goof off will rip that stuff off, because that stuff's pretty caked on there. It's really bad. I thought that it was like goof off, but I didn't want it to mess up the plastic, and so that's why I picked it up, but I guess it wasn't. I don't even know what it is, honestly. I have some spacers I'm getting rid of, so I'm gonna go clean those off really quickly. I gotta meet with the dude on like another exit out, so I told him I'd meet him halfway. It's whatever. Literally just spacers for Honda, so I don't have anything that small anymore, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. I got rid of a bunch of parts that I had here laying around, so this is like one of the last things that I could actually sell. Everything else is just like scrap pieces. I don't think anybody would want. For now, I'm gonna go take care of that, and then I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do later, but I'll pick up the camera once I get back. I've been having like a popping issue under the hood for a while now. I kind of feel in the tranny right now. It's coming back. I was going up a hill on the freeway and I just kind of heard something popping and rattling, and the harder that I got on it, the worse it got. And I have felt the car shake a little bit more. I hope it's not a transmission, and I hope it's just a mount. I really want to say it's one of the mounts that probably got shot. It feels loose, and then like I said, the engine is really wobbly. I'll rev it and then it'll just lift. And so I really want to say one of the mounts are bad. The other day after doing all those pulls, probably really ripped it. I had felt it before, but I didn't pay much attention to it because it wasn't all that bad. I did feel the engine shake a little bit more than usual after like a hard pop, but I didn't think it was that bad. So I just didn't pay much attention to it. But right now, after driving the car for like 30 minutes-ish, I feel like something's popping underneath as I get on it. And it might just be the engine rattling on that blown mount. But for right now, guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you guys like the video, go down and hit that like button. If you guys tried this mod, let me know down in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one.